Hello, it's Valentina here, and today I'll present you the article Digital Divide in Colombia, the role of motivational and material access in the types of use of ICTs from Alcides Velázquez. So, what is digital divide? Well, the first studies on it define it as a lack of physical access to the ICTs, and it was measured by connected or not connected to the internet. However, it is not just about having internet connection. There are other aspects that determine the use and type of use of the ICTs. Motivational access is one of these aspects, and it is defined as the reasons that move an individual to use these ICTs. In Colombia, the policies about digital divide started by trying to ensure material access. However, nowadays, it is important also to encourage the use of ICTs in different contexts. That means the types of use. That's why this study explores the relationship between motivational access and internet usage. The first research question is what role do expected outcomes play in internet use? Motivation has been conceptualized as gratification and also expected outcomes, depending on the theory. Factors such as lack of interest, time, or money, etc., can affect and shape the existence and motivations to use ICTs. The second research question is what are the different types of internet use? Background suggests that difference in the uses of ICTs have important implications for life outcomes. Architect and hinted art that capital enhancing activities online were more likely to offer users the possibility of social mobility. According to Rojas, in 2009, the most common activities online in Colombia were checking email, consuming entertainment content, chatting with friends, and also consuming news and information. The third research question is what is the relationship between autonomy of use and types of internet use? Autonomy of use is defined as the freedom of choice that we have to use digital media at the moment and place that we decide to. That's why, apart from having or not having internet connection, autonomy of use can also be a factor in the inequality of access to the ICTs. The third research question is what is the relationship between technical access and types of internet use? Previous research studies have found that differences in the technical aspects, such as connection speed, can be related to the benefits that the user gets from the ICTs. Now we are going to talk about method and data ensemble. Data was collected in 2008 and survey respondents were from 10 different Colombian cities. All were randomly selected. And 1,064 people completed the survey. From them, 45.3% didn't use internet, while 54% did use it. The average age was 41.6 years old. 48.3% reported being men and 51.7% reported being females. Also, 21.6% were from small cities and 78% were from larger cities. In terms of education, 10% finished elementary school, 32.8% secondary school, and 13.4% finished higher education. Well, now the results, first of all, from the first research question, which is about motivation and internet use. First of all, living in a large city increased the possibilities of using internet 69%. Also, individuals with higher education were more likely to use internet. Finally, the ones that said they value the internet as a source of information had 62% higher possibilities of using internet. This one confirms the role of motivation in the use and access to the internet. Now to answer the second research question, here we find the different uses that Colombians give to the internet. It was found that the younger and more educated gave internet more different ways of use. In terms of the third question, these are the results. Basically, it was confirmed that the autonomy of use, which is like the different places a person can access internet, increases with each types of internet use. That means that more location result in wider range of purposes of using the ICTs. Now for the fourth research question, it was basically found that there was no relationship between technical access and the types of use of the internet. Well, now the final thoughts on this research are basically that there is an importance of motivation and motivational factors in the use and type of use of internet, as well as other factors such as education and also the place people lives in, whether a city or a town. Another aspect that I consider that is one of the most important is that it's not the same to access internet just from one public place, because that limits the opportunities you have to get advantage from the internet. And nowadays that's even more important because nowadays we use internet for educative purposes. In my opinion, it is important to start like updating this information about the use of internet in this country, because it doesn't mention what is going on with the rural parts and their access to internet and the way they use it. And I think that nowadays technical qualities are more important than yesterday. That's because today people also have the possibility to work from those ICTs. And me, for example, I have like lost the opportunity to work as a teacher online because my internet speed is not as good as it should, and also my devices are not as good as they should. I considered it would be important to repeat this kind of research again, because it's been like more or less 15 years since this research was like collected, the data was collected, and the world has changed really fast, and most of all with the pandemic. That's all. Thank you so much.